Ambe Steels, J Bancha, Diko Bancha. Real, Jamghar Jahan, Real Party Pack Tyahan.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur Samachar.
Good afternoon, I am Ipralagi Singh Lama. These are the headlines of the hour. US Embassy announces the continuation of MCC Millennium Challenge Corporation project. Projects initially halted to move forward following the decision. Meeting of lower houses called for 1:15 commences a short while ago amid an ongoing protest. National Assembly also begins its session today. Iranian missiles hit a hospital in southern Lebanon, injuring 32. US approves the plan to attack Iran. Final decision yet to come. Nepal set to compete against Netherlands in the third match of T20I series. Aims for second consecutive win. Welcome back. The US Embassy has issued a press statement announcing that the United States will continue the MCC, Millennium Challenge Corporation project. According to the statement, the MCC, which was suspended for 90 days last February, is now permitted for full implementation. Under the MCC, there are plans to construct a 315-kilometer-long, 400-kilovolts capacity transmission line and 3 substations. For roads, there's a plan to maintain the 40-kilometer Thankhola-Lamahi section of the east-west highway. Recently, a cabinet meeting decided to approve the use of 4.66 hectares of national forest land in Nawalparasi, Sunwal Municipality, Ramgram Municipality and Bardaghat Municipality for the construction of the 400-kilovolt transmission line project. This information was shared by Communication Minister Prithvi Subba on Wednesday. Now, both houses of the Federal Parliament have begun sessions today amid an ongoing protest in the House of Representatives. Main opposition party CPN Maoist Centre has expressed concern on the halt of the cooling period in the Federal Civil Service Bill. The agenda for the House of Representatives meeting includes discussions on the appropriation bill. However, the Civil Service Bill, which was listed for approval on Tuesday but later removed, is not on today's agenda. Today's meeting has a probable agenda for grouped discussions on various headings under the Appropriation Bill 2082. Discussions will commence on various headings related to 7 ministries: Forest and Environment, Federal Affairs and General Administration, Energy, Water, Resources and Irrigation, Defence, Agriculture and Livestock Development, Health and Population, and Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs. The Parliament Secretariat has stated that proposals for expenditure reduction received on these various headings under the Appropriation Bill 2082 will also be presented. The Rashtriya Swatantra Party RSP and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party RPP have been obstructing House of Representatives meetings, demanding the Home Minister's resignations and the formation of an investigation committee regarding the visit visa incident. The construction of the Bailey Bridge over the Chuva-Karnali River flowing through Kharpu in Kharpunath, Humla is in its final stages. With 99% of the work complete, the installation of this Bailey Bridge will fulfill the decades-long dream of connecting Simikot, the district headquarters of Humla, to the national network. According to the Nepali Army, the Bailey Bridge will be operational within a few days. This will directly link the district headquarters to the national road network via the Simikot-Kharpu road. This is expected to accelerate economic development by overcoming the geographical complexities of Karnali province. The need for long-distance walks for locals in remote Humla to access trade, health, education and administrative services will now end, as Simikot, Nepal's last district headquarters not connected to the road network, is about to join the national network. A wave of excitement has spread among the local residents. Local leaders, public representatives, development-friendly citizens and traders have welcomed this as a golden opportunity for Himalayan development. To complete this project, the Nepali Army's engineer team, commanded by Major Ranjit Burathoki under the number 14 Brigade headquarters, reached Kharpur last Chaitra, which is about March or April, in the first phase. Now, within a few days after the Chuva River Karnali's material panel bridge through Kharpur becomes operational, Simikot will be formally connected to the national road network. Now, in recent times, just as human trafficking has surged under the pretense of visit visas, educational visas are also emerging as a new form of human trafficking and smuggling. Since destination countries primarily issue visas based on enrollment documents from educational institutions, traffickers have increasingly turned to educational visas as a convenient route. Moreover, many individuals traveling abroad on student visas are focusing more on employment than academics, prompting destination countries to raise concerns.
Anti-corruption bodies and other government agencies are currently investigating suspected human trafficking operations carried out under visit visas, allegedly involving high-ranking officials. Simultaneously, similar suspicions have led to the launch of investigations into trafficking under the guise of educational visas. Because visas are easily granted based on enrollment documents from destination country institutions, human smuggling through educational visas has become increasingly common. Following complaints that many students on such visas were prioritizing jobs over studies, the government has temporarily suspended the issuance of new study permits.
विद्यार्थीहरु एकदम +2 मात्र गरेर गएको छन्, कोरियन भाषा पढ्न पनि गएको छन्, ब्ल्याकलिस्टेड युनिभर्सिटीहरुमा पनि परेका छन्, जुलुस निस्किसक्यो खोल भनेर मन्त्रालयमा आइसक्यो, मैले पनि हुँदैन खोलिदैन। हामीसँग कागजमा 1.5 लाख रुपैयाँ लिए पनि एक्चुअली हामीले बुझाएको पैसा चाहिँ 15 लाख छ, 16 लाख छ, 18 लाख छ।
हामीले दिएको अनुमति पढ्नको लागि हो, तर उहाँहरु चाहिँ कामका लागि अनुमति लिएको जस्तो भयो हुनाले यो चाहिँ मुख्य विकृति हो। उता चाहिँ पैसा कमाउनको लागि र कामकै लागि चाहिँ गएको भन्ने खालको यो रिपोर्टिङहरु त्यस्तो खालको छ।
Irregularities persist in the issuance of no objection certificate, a mandatory document for studying abroad, and it indicates the rise of trafficking through educational channels. Allegations have surfaced that NOCs were issued in exchange for bribes, even to students lacking proper documentation. As a result, the Ministry of Education has formed a probe committee to investigate. Another significant red flag is the existence of thousands of unregistered and illegally operating educational consultancies across the country. These consultancies often lure students with false promises, increasing the risk of exploitation and fraud once they're abroad. According to Ministry of Education, some students have even ended up at blacklisted or disreputable universities, highlighting that many are using educational visas primarily to seek employment rather than to study.
European countries-हरुमा पनि तपाईको विगतमा रसियन countries-हरुमा पनि समस्या आयो। तपाईले सुन्नुभयो यो विगतमा चाहिँ कोरियाको पनि तपाईको यो समस्या आयो। र यति मात्र होइन, अस्ट्रेलियाका पनि तपाईको विभिन्न ठाउँहरुमा विद्यार्थीहरुले चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि डेरा नपाएको, विद्यार्थीहरुलाई आवासका सुविधाहरु सजिलै प्रबन्ध नभएको भन्ने लगायतका। अब यो सबै चीजहरुमा हामीले एउटा के छ भन्दाखेरि सरकारले एउटा सिंगो नागरिकको चोइसको लागि, नागरिकको इन्ट्रेस्ट प्रोटेक्ट गर्नको लागि, नागरिकको छनौटलाई सम्मान गर्नको लागि कानुनी प्रबन्धहरु गरियो। ती वैदेशिक निकायहरुमा या संस्थाहरुमा उहाँहरु अध्ययन गर्नको लागि जानुभयो।
The ministry says Nepali students travel to over 2,000 educational institutions in 116 countries, and approximately 110,000 apply for NOC each year. However, representatives of the education consultancy sector argue that linking student migration with human trafficking is unjustified.
पार्ट-टाइम जब गर्न पाउने त्यो देशको श्रम मन्त्रालय अन्तर्गतको ती श्रमिकहरुको अधिकार छ वा त्यो देशमा पढ्न जाने विद्यार्थीहरुलाई त्यो अधिकार प्रत्यायोजन गरेको हुनाले त्यसलाई आपत्ति मानिरहनु पर्ने अवस्था छैन। त्यसलाई त्यसरी श्रम शोषक रूपमा लिन हुँदैन।
While it is acceptable that those providing services legally and responsibly should not be held accountable for malpractices committed by unregistered or fraudulent operators, a counter-question remains. Can they take responsibility for those operating illegally? The fact that the Ministry of Education itself has launched an investigation confirms that illicit practices do exist in this domain. With Vikas Joshi and Binod Gojo on camera, a report by Naren Kilambu for Kantipur News, Kathmandu.
It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here is today's question. What caused the blockage of 5 major highways and limited operation on 3 others, leading to suffering of thousands of commuters? Your options are A. Government apathy, B. You can't fight nature, C. Neglecting timely action, or D. No comment. Visit www.kantipurtv.com or www.ekantipur.com to share your opinion with us. Welcome back. Jyoti Bahadur Bhandari, who had been on the run after being accused of embezzling funds from Lalitpur's Miteri Savings and Credit Cooperative, has been arrested in Cambodia and brought back to Nepal. The complaint related to the embezzlement of cooperative funds, in which Nepali Congress Vice President Dhanraj Gurung has also been implicated, is now expected to gain momentum.
It has been a year since the Central Investigation Bureau began investigating the embezzlement of 140 million rupees from Miteri Cooperative. However, the investigation had not progressed significantly as the main accused remained absconding, despite being reported by the cooperative's own board members. Vice President of Nepali Congress, Dhanraj Gurung, has also been named in the case. The primary accused in this fraud are Dhanraj's former wife, Jyoti Gurung, and Jyoti Bahadur Bhandari, who is accused of siphoning money through Gurung. Both had gone into hiding. A red notice was issued through Interpol, and the police received information that Bhandari had been arrested in Cambodia. Bhandari had also served a criminal sentence in Cambodia for other offences. He is also a fugitive defendant in a fraud case at Kathmandu District Police Office. Following Bhandari's arrest and extradition to Kathmandu, further investigation is expected to uncover more secrets behind this fraud scheme. Jyoti Gurung had been working at the cooperative since the Nepalese year of 2057 and became the chief executive officer in 2075. Board members claim that she was involved in financial misconduct during her tenure. Initial police investigations have revealed that she transferred funds to Jyoti Bahadur Bhandari, who was in Bangkok at that time. It is alleged that Jyoti Gurung embezzled around 60 million rupees. In the name of higher returns, she deposited money into the accounts of over 50 people on behalf of Bhandari. After Bhandari disappeared, suspicions arose that the cooperative's money had been lost. While in Thailand, Bhandari allegedly took an additional 34.476,000 rupees from the cooperative's board members, claiming he would return the lost funds via parcels. The Central Investigation Bureau suspects that other board members may have been involved in the disappearance of another 34.4 million rupees of the savers' money. The complaint was filed by board member Bodhraj Thapa. To date, the board has not disclosed full details about the savers or the missing funds. However, it has claimed that Jyoti owes 140 million rupees, including interest. Jyoti Gurung had received a loan of 11.3 million rupees from the cooperative, which later increased by an additional 8.4 million. Although she has reportedly repaid the original 11.3 million, Dhanraj is said to have taken the responsibility for the remaining 8.4 million rupees. Sources claim that when Jyoti and Dhanraj divorced, he agreed to repay the cooperative loan. However, investigators are now focusing on the source of the 11.3 million that Jyoti had repaid, suspecting a possible connection to Dhanraj. Jyoti Gurung reportedly left for the US on 26th of February 2021. 3 other individuals, Sujan Sakya, Prakash Yadav and Hitman Thapa, who were recommended for action by the Bagmati province government, are also suspected of being involved in the transfer of money to Thailand. Police suspect these may be fake identities, as their exact identification has not been confirmed. Now that Bhandari has been apprehended, police believe that the allegations against Dhanraj Gurung will become clearer. A report by Ramesh Thamala for Kantipur News, Kathmandu.
Welcome back. It is time for Sports Update.
Sports News brought to you by
Nepal is set to compete against the Netherlands in its 3rd T20 series match today, aiming for a 2nd consecutive win. The game, taking place in Glasgow, will commence at 7:45 p.m. Nepali time. Nepal's initial match was a historic one. After the regular game ended in a tie, the outcome was decided by a super over where Nepal unfortunately lost by 3 runs. In that thrilling match, the Netherlands set a target of 152 runs, which Nepal matched, leading to the super over. This marked the first time a T20 and List A match had 3 super overs. In their previous game, Nepal secured a 2-wicket victory over Scotland. Nepali bowlers delivered an excellent performance, dismissing Scotland for just 97 runs. Although Nepal struggled in the low-scoring chase, they successfully reached the target with 8 wickets down and 1 ball remaining. Nepal hopes to maintain its winning momentum today. Coach Stuart Law might have made some changes to the playing 11. This match also presents an opportunity for Nepal to heal the sting of their super over defeat against the Netherlands. Now, the Netherlands has secured their second victory in the ongoing Tri-Nation T20I series in Scotland. In Glasgow, Scotland won the toss and opted to field first. The Netherlands posted a formidable total of 198 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in their 20 overs. Opener Max O'Dowd was dismissed for 21 runs and Teja Nidamanuru departed for 3. However, a crucial 75-run partnership for the 3rd wicket between Levitt and captain Scott Edwards propelled the Netherlands to their large total. Edwards contributed 31 runs while Levitt played an aggressive innings of 90 runs off just 57 balls, including 6 fours and 5 sixes. Ryan Klein remained unbeaten on 21. For Scotland, Jasper Davidson and Charlie Castle each took 2 wickets. In response, Scotland could only manage 181 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. Mark Watt was out for just 6 runs. George Munsey scored 26 and captain Richie Berrington departed for 2. Despite Brendan McMullen's 51 runs and Michael Liesk's 46, it was not enough to secure the win. Teja picked up 3 wickets and Roelof Van took 2 for the Netherlands. This marks Scotland's second consecutive loss in the series, having previously been defeated by Nepal by 2 wickets. The Netherlands, with this win, also avenged their 39-run loss to Scotland in the series opener. With 4 points from 2 matches, the Netherlands has now climbed to the top of the table. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.